back to my channel. Today we start in a little bit different way, but from a distance, because I didn't want to make a scene here. What you see right there, it's a statue that apparently is dedicated to all the political figures who have died in prisons. And you see people are coming to put the flowers at the front of it. And this is in relation to Alexei Navalny passing away. And how do I know this? Because I didn't know. I was actually interested in this, what's happening. There are some guards standing on the side. I asked one of them, he actually spoke really well English. So just to let you know, I don't see any demonstrations personally. Maybe they were in the city, I don't know. But I see that there are some people coming and laying the flowers. And right here, because this is Ljubljanka, I think that's the name of the metro station. Right here, this building used to be the KGB during the Soviet era. I think Andrei Martyanov will confirm all of those facts, and he knows those things here in Moscow, you know, since he's Russian, and now is FSB. So we started video with a different clip, but now let's get to the news, guys. All right, everyone, this is officially hello. Welcome back to my channel. I will show you first where I am and then we get into the news. Those of you who have been following me for a while, especially since last summer, you've been with me here before. This is Patriarch's Pond, which is known from the book by Mikhail Bulgakov, The Master and Margarita. And I'm not sure exactly, I think he used to live in this area. This is very posh area for Moscow, so you'll see a lot of pricey, beautiful restaurants here. And during the week, but especially on the weekends and especially in summertime, it's like a fashion show here, because all the beautiful people come out and they go to eat. Here is the pond. You see there is ice covering it and people are there, but let's get to the news, guys. I know that some of you appreciate when I'm showing you places as well, not just talking about the news. I want to start, and mainly this video will be dedicated to, like I started yesterday, to the protest of Polish farmers, because this is going to be, already is, but is growing even into something bigger, absolutely massive, on massive scale. And this at this point has not been addressed by any of the officials, as far as, for example, Polish Prime Minister, the new/old Donald Tusk, has not made it to the protesters and has not talked to them at all, which tells you pretty much everything, as we know, how they care, which they don't. Just to show you the statue. So let me start with the news that I have not brought to you yesterday, even though I knew about it. This is about how one of the Ukrainians have disrespected Polish flag. So what did he do? Let me see if I can sit down here. Actually, maybe here is better. What did he do? Well, there was an incident a few days ago on the Polish-Ukrainian border, and there was a gentleman who is one of the organizers in this protest. He was making a patrol in that area of the border, and he saw on the other side, it was during the evening hours or night hours, I think, he saw one of the two men actually from Ukrainian side. One of them was wearing, you know, the symbol of Ukraine on his back. And what did he do? The other one was recording him. He took Polish flag and he wiped his ass with it. Yes, I said it because how else can you say? He wiped his butt with Polish flag. When this guy, this farmer, saw it, he reported him, and now we have some to some extent, some action has been taken in regards to this. People are absolutely aggravated by this. Imagine if there would ever be a Polish person doing this to Ukrainian flag, what they would do. Sorry guys, I'm trying to put my gloves on my hand. What they will do to that Polish person, right? They would probably prosecute this Polish person right away. But let me give you this exact article here. I'm dropping my notes, bear with me. This is how I report. It's real life. I'm not professional journalist, as you know. So they found this guy. Let me see where I have it. He's 41 years old. His name is Serhiy O. He pleaded guilty to this crime, explaining the circumstances of this incident. Apparently he was drunk and he didn't know what he was doing. He indicated that he was intoxicated. What's new here, huh? And tired of waiting for a week for a ride. He did not think rationally and regretted what he had done. That was advice probably he got from the lawyer. He declared that he wanted to voluntarily submit to the punishment, and that was the information delivered by the spokeswoman of the District of Prosecutor's Office in Przemyśl. This is the city. Her name is Marta Piętkowska. The prosecutor proposed a sentence of 6 months imprisonment, suspended for a probably period of 2 years, and making the verdict public by publishing it. The demonstration also, let me see here, okay, here I go. On the website, publishing it on the website of the district coast in Przemyśl for a period of 3 months. So they would make it public, and for 3 months that would be on that website. The suspect agreed to proposed punishment and punitive measures. I don't think any media is really reporting about it. There are some videos on YouTube, and I have watched the video with this person, this guy, this gentleman, this farmer, who is, I have a lot of respect for him, who reported this, who saw it, who was absolutely aggravated by the type of action. And there was an interview with him. He was actually describing the entire situation now on the border and how it looks like. So at this point, there is a lot of farmers who are protesting. They will be heading towards Warsaw very, very soon. And he was also asked about if there are any protesters. Sorry guys, when it's winter, I have to clean my nose, running nose, because it's cold. There are a lot of protesters that were expected from other countries, as I've told you before. He said at this moment he haven't seen any of them yet. Maybe they are getting there from other EU countries. But let me tell you what Ukraine is going to do. From Reuters, Ukrainian carriers will start a protest at the border with Poland. So this is their revenge. In response to the blockade of the border by Polish farmers, Ukrainian carriers will launch a protest action at 3 border crossings with Poland on Tuesday. This is today, on the 20th. Today is the 20th. Ukrainian news outlet Ukrinform reported on Monday, so yesterday. He actually mentioned this during this interview. I'm going to put this interview in the comment section, the pinned comment section, so you can click on it and watch it. It's in Polish, you will have to turn on the translations. This demonstration is to take place at 3 borders crossing. The names are Rawa Ruska Hrebenne, Krakowiec Korczowa, and Medyka Szegina. I'm not sure if I said this correctly. The action is to last around the clock until March 15th, until the border is unblocked by Polish protests. The purpose of this peaceful gathering is to express the protests of Ukrainian carriers against the blockade of freight transport which began in Poland in November 2023. This causes large financial losses for the international road transport industry of Ukraine, exporters and importers from both countries, and the economy of Ukraine, and also weakens the defense capabilities of our country. Under martial law, said the head of the International Road Carriers of Ukraine, I didn't write down his name, Volodymyr something. We will ensure control and order of passage through those crossings, not allowing Polish trucks to detour the general queue of trucks. At this point, there is from the Polish border side, there is about 3,000 trucks waiting in the line. Now, this is going to be huge today because they're going to completely blocked, and this is what the Polish farmers said. The Polish farmers actually are going also to completely blocked every entrance to the to Ukraine. So, guys, this protest is not a joke. This is something that, of course, no one is really addressing and trying to find a solution at all. This farmer was bringing the topic about all those oligarchs who were pushing the products into Polish market. And like he said, you know, this is the corruption on the EU level because that's how they are making the money. I applaud Polish farmers for doing this. I am so grateful that there are still people in this world who have spine, courage, and I say it, balls, to take action and to protest and to do things like this, to stand up for the rights. I'm not saying just in Poland, everywhere, but I'm so glad that Polish still have it in their blood to stand for what matters. And this is not just about this generation. I don't think people really understand. This is about the future generations, children and grandchildren. But let me tell you what Zelensky just said in regards to this. I actually saw an image under this article. One day I have to learn how to put those images on YouTube when I'm talking, so you will have a point of reference. And I look at his eyes. I mean, like I said, blood test will say a lot. Okay, let me see what I have Zelensky. I have Zelensky right here, at least one page. Let's see. Yes, this is Zelensky. He just said this. News from the border with Poland just sounds like a mockery. What is happening on the border with Poland is not about grain, he said, but rather about politics. This is a situation that shows the erosion of solidarity every day. What is happening on our western border, the border with Poland, cannot be seen as something normal and ordinary. We need justice. Simple and clear. Only 5% of Ukrainian agricultural exports pass through the Polish border. In fact, the situation is not about the grain, but most likely about politics, Zelensky said. And near Kupiansk, near the border with Russia, where the enemy artillery shelling continues, the news from the borders with Poland simply sounds like a mockery. We must make our decisions first and foremost with Poles and all those in Europe who care about the fate of Europe. Let me remove myself from this area now. So, the fate of Europe. What is the fate of Europe, huh? Definitely continuing this BS, is it? You know, I tell you guys, I was not into politics for majority of my life, but you cannot be an ignorant. You cannot be oblivious to what's going on, because this is not about politics. This is about, like I said, future generations. This is about humanity. This is about the survival of people. And those protests are absolutely massive. I support the farmers completely. The images of the products that were entering Poland are beyond disgusting, okay? And as they say, the humanitarian help, which looks like brand new Porsche Carrera or Rolls-Royce. Like, imagine the country that has a war and someone from that country is buying top luxury cars, bringing to their country. When there was Second World War, did we do this? Did we buy, like, you know, Mercedes-Benz or Rolls-Royce, and then you just brought this to the country that is the most affected by the war? Like, what? To the Auschwitz-Birkenau? I know it sounds crazy, but like literally no common sense, like people don't see it. How you can even support something like this? Anyway, guys, I know, because I get passionate about it, because it's just too much. It's too much. Let me show you where I'm standing. So we change the vibe a bit, because some of you maybe think I'm too aggravated, but I think we all know what's at stake. You remember the protest in Canada? A fox or a wolf? Wolves in sheep's clothing, right? So that's the news I have for you, everyone. Also, a few more statues here. Also, I want to say huge thank you to all of you who, out of compassion, and I didn't ask for it, you have bought me a coffee after my story with the bank yesterday. And I want to tell you something. You actually inspired me, some of you, to go back to the bank. I received some emails. Anya, don't give up. Go back to the bank and demand this money. And I'm going to do it today after this video. And I will keep you posted about it in tomorrow's video. So, monkey business. I think we're going to end with this. On the globe, totally accurate statue for the current situation. With this being said, guys, I wish you a wonderful day. The links to the articles you find down below this video in the description box. Also the video, which is in Polish, interview with this gentleman, this farmer, who is fighting for the future of not just Polish farmers, but every consumer in Poland and other European Union countries. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to see more of Moscow if you're interested in it. Also, if you want to join me on Locals, that would be great. Just in case as well, you can become the supporter there if you want to. I appreciate very much. You have my mailing list, also free of charge. Just join it, because you never know. And all the other links as well down below this video. Have a wonderful day. Lots of love. And remember, we are the leading edge, and we are saving humanity. Bye, everyone.